Turtleford and surrounding area is a very welcoming, progressive, vibrant community.
With our municipality, we've seen more development in the last, I'd say 5 to 7 years than we have in the previous 15. And it was just getting to be more complicated than maybe what we could handle and what we had the expertise for.
The RM of Mervin itself has 18 organized and unorganized hamlets in addition to the agriculture lands and the industry lands and the commercial development. And so they felt a need to have a planner on staff, but they knew they couldn't do it alone.
We had a lot of work, but not enough for a full-time planner. So we knew we had to get together with other municipalities.
We saw a need for this, and because we'd worked very successfully in the past in other projects, we thought this would work for us as well.
A lot of these communities have 1 or 2 staff, and the administrators are charged with having to do everything from their budgeting to the enforcement to daily consultation to planning to development, and they often have a hard time balancing all of that.
Municipal councils are basically volunteers. We have our own jobs. We come to a 2-hour meeting and we're expected to know all sorts of rules, and there's no way you can keep up on it. By having the planner, it puts us at ease and it takes a load off the administrators also.
If a municipality calls and says, hey, can you do a zoning bylaw amendment? Well, then I just draft up the amendment, and if it takes me 15 minutes to do it or 4 hours to do it, I just document that time and then they pay for it.
For the developer who may be working in more than one level of municipal government, it provides some consistency in the information that they're getting.
It's nice having a local planner that's familiar with the area as compared to, no offense, but I mean a planner coming out from urban Saskatchewan, such as the big cities, because they maybe don't recognize and acknowledge everything that happens in rural Saskatchewan the way we do.
We don't have so many situations developing now in the individual municipalities where development has gone ahead and all of a sudden found that they may be in contradiction of the existing bylaws that are already in place.
We have a meeting annually so that if any municipality has any concerns with the planning department or what's been taking place, then that's the time for them to bring it up.
I have to tailor my services to meet the needs of my council. At the end of the day, council makes the decision, administration has to implement that decision.
I love having Yvonne down the street, and so if a question comes up, a taxpayer comes in, has a question that I'm unsure of, or I can run down the street and talk to Yvonne and get the answer.
I'm a municipal employee, and I have a really unique perspective because I work with 19 different municipalities at the local level. That's different than a private consultant and a planning firm.
Everybody's been able to keep their own autonomy, so they still have their own municipality, but they have access to the services that are really needed in this area, but for a price that's reasonable.
If you're going to move forward into the future, you need to work with your neighbors because we can't afford to do everything on our own.
This sounds kind of corny, but united you stand, divided you fall.